Good morning, good morning. Okay, so just looking at um, the news this morning, we have a Bank of Japan press conference coming up in 35 minutes, and to be honest with you, um, that could get a little bit tricky. I think things will get pretty volatile on GJ, so I may just completely avoid GJ for the morning. I will mark up my zones, give a breakdown, and just see how that plays out. I'm not too sure what time this will end, so um, I can't even say that. Okay, I'll maybe put in a trade at 9 because I don't know how long that conference will be. A lot of JPY news this morning, monetary policy, interest rate decision. Then looking later in the day, we've got GDP for the USD at 230. Initial jobless claims 230. Bank of England Governor Bailey speaks at 11 o'clock. So yeah, GJ should probably be pretty volatile today. Um, we'll just check it out. Alright, let's check out the news. Yeah, all of this drop on gold has been because of this rate hike, anticipating this rate hike. So I think when rates actually come out, they'll probably already be priced in, and it will be interesting to see how the market reacts once the rates are hiked. Nothing here really. Let's get into the chart. So gold has, yeah, it appears that we've had quite a big push down during Asian. As you can see, let's remove all of this. As you can see, yesterday we closed below the support, leaving us with some clean range down into this level over here. Okay, which we've already tapped into now. I just want to know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I mean, the whole week we've pushed down. Surely we need to retrace. But anyway, we trade the trend, we trade the opportunities that show up. So yeah, you could argue that you may push down a little bit further. Whatever, just trying to get a bit of an overview here on the higher time frame. Lower time frame, it's tricky. It's gonna be quite tricky today. Um, we've sold off a lot, so we're really anticipating a pullback, a little bit of a correction here to possibly drive down more. But I mean, to sell right now is stupid. Okay, so that level there ties in quite well with the daily support that we had marked up. So we'll keep that as our possible resistance zone where price could come back to. We've got a level over here. Suppose this is also quite a noteworthy little level over here. So I mean, I don't even want to bother putting down levels lower than this. I don't think I'll be hopping into sells. Okay, alright. I think if we look for sells again, it's going to be below this level over here. Then we've got some. Yeah. Alright, that's all I'm going to mark up for now in gold. Let's see what we can expect. So like I say, tapping into this possible rejection zone here, we've had a push straight down from market open. I mean, here's where our new daily candle started. I guess that was our top wick, and then we just drove straight down. So looking for possible retracement here. Okay, so this morning I'm kind of just gonna take it as it comes. I'm actually waiting for a support to form, and if the opportunity presents itself for bars, which is tricky, um, considering we'd be taking a counter trade, and like I say, right now I can't see the bars, so I just want to see how we create the support. What happens if we maybe break above this level, if we take bars. For now, we're just gonna wait it out. We're gonna wait for support to be created. I think this would be a bit risky to sell below this level here right now. And if I miss the trade, I miss the trade. Looking at a 4 hour, okay. We we've been open here for an hour. We created a very small top wick and we drove straight down into a major support. So we could anticipate a possible correction, but for now, we just wait. Let's look at GJ. Like I said, GJ is going to be tricky this morning with the all the news. Jeez. Okay, so we've had a huge retracement here on GJ already today. Assuming that some of this pound news must have been pretty bad. I didn't even look. Um, yeah, okay, looking at pretty bad numbers by the looks of things with these. These are low volatility. But I suppose it's pretty much overall looking like bad numbers for the yen. So hence pound is pushing up. So on a 4 hour we've got a support level there. Sorry. Okay, so by the looks of things, we have had a break and close back into this range here. We look pretty bullish here on GJ today, and you could possibly anticipate a push to the top of this range. But I'm not too excited to get involved here right now. Under the current circumstance, we have this press conference in 21 minutes. So probably gonna leave this alone. So pretty wild swing here on GJ. We had a about a 700, nearly 800 pip drop, and now we are pushing back up. We pushed up about 300 pips here. So looking like the Wild West on GG at the moment. You know, so far so good on the stream, and also for my personal record this week. If I don't see a trade today, I probably won't. Yeah, I'm not gonna force anything. Yeah, GJ is looking like a problem. Because we've got that news coming up, and then also looking to the left here, we do have this level here, which if I took this trade would just be in the back of my mind. We are tapping into that level now. Possibly a break above that level. Then we have really nice clean candles to the left, all the way up to resistance here at 163,500 roundabout. So you could expect to see a nice push up here on GJ, but I'm not gonna put my money on the line. Yeah, it appears that we are getting that support we are waiting for. Probably gonna end up waiting for half an hour candle close. 15 minute isn't gonna tell us too much at this point. I don't know if that's the right thing to say, um, but yeah, that's what's on my mind. $15-minute close bearish here on gold. Let's see if we can get a push up. Get a nice closure here on the 30 minutes. I mean, something I'm just looking at here. We've got this 4-hour level. Okay. Our new 4-hour, our previous 4-hour didn't close below that level. And like I said, with our new 4-hour, we dropped straight down. We were anticipating it to retrace, which is happening right now. Once it flips and breaks the high, you know, I don't know if it would happen on this 4-hour candle in particular, but you could see a further retracement, because right now we are showing a strong rejection to this daily level over here. Hey, there's another viewer. What's up? So I'm just being patient today. Nothing is really um, materializing just yet. We've had a huge push down on gold. Our daily just went straight bearish. We closed below the support yesterday, this daily support, and now we've tapped into this rejection zone. So the idea is you're waiting for a nice support to be formed to possibly take buys above this resistance. Um, it it will be tricky. We could be risking a fake out scenario, but yeah, I'm really quite confident that we should retrace at some point. So if we can get a nice support to form, which we'll just be patient for. Um, right now, not looking too good, but we'll just wait and see. GJ, there's a lot of news on GJ this morning. So we had all of this released early this morning, and we have this Bank of Japan press conference coming up in 5 minutes. So just staying away from GJ. We do have a nice setup, but that could really throw a spanner in the works. I'm not even too sure when this will end, so it's going to be tricky to say when we can get in on GJ. And then at 11 we have another pretty volatile event here. Bank of England Governor Bailey speaks. So staying away from GJ, looking for something on gold, but not looking too promising right now. So since I'm not speaking to myself anymore, I'm gonna give a little story time. I recently dropped out of college, and not that I was really receiving a lot of money there. Um, so it's not exactly like I was leaving financial stability. It wasn't that. But obviously, it's a big change to drop out of something you had committed to and pursue a different path. I've been doing the trading thing now for about coming up on 3 years, and I've been finding success in the last about 12 months, you could say. Obviously, things are slow, especially when you are low on capital. I mean, I was earning a couple grand a month in the beginning at college, so you have to be patient in trading. If you don't have the capital, it's not going to be an easy road. Um, but we are getting there, and yeah, since I dropped out, I won't lie, that has been the biggest psychological stress so far in my trading career, and I could see how it was affecting my trading. Um, I went from being pretty pretty damn consistent to just being frustrated, and I can attribute that to, like I say, the psychological stress of this change, and pressure on me now from family members and that kind of thing. The pressure to make money from trading. So it's not advisable to drop out of college or leave your job immediately. to trade and pursue trading, you want to be consistent, and I believe that I was there. And yeah, just a little bump in the road. So I took about a week to just slow things down completely. I even traded demo, and things slowly started to come back together once I slowed things down, and I just sort of refined my trading plan because I found there were some things that I kept slipping on. I kept making the same mistakes, so I put measures in place to stop making those mistakes. Because you have to develop a trading plan that you can stick to. You know, trading is all about discipline. You need to have a plan and you need to stick to your plan. If you are finding you're having a hard time sticking to your plan, you may need to change something. And made some minor adjustments. Like I say, I was even on demo for about a week. And ever since then, I think I have been sharper than ever. After that week, my trading is just, yeah, levels above where it's been before, and I think I'm in a good mind space now. But I just wanted to actually give a shout out to James Bruce. Um, he posted on his Instagram 2 days ago, and this really hit, and I was like, yeah, this makes complete sense. Like I can speak from experience. His post says, "There's a reason why pro sports players are benched. When they aren't performing well, they take a break. So in trading, when you're not performing at your best, reduce risk, go back onto the demo, or don't trade at all." And wow, I mean, I know next time if I'm ever going through a little bit of a rough patch, what I'll do first. You know, as a trader, you need to know when to walk away, and it obviously comes with a bit of experience. And yeah, I just that really resonated with me. Like I say, took a break and I'm sharper than I've ever been. So you just got to persevere and be patient with the trading journey. It it will pay off. It will be worth it. Trading is an amazing thing, an amazing opportunity. I actually went to I don't know if he's a financial advisor, like an investment manager kind of thing at a place here in East London where they like a private wealth management. People take their money there and have it invested for them. And anyway, so I went to this guy and I spoke to him a little bit about putting some money away, and I told him I was trading as well. So anyway, he said, well, why don't you actually look into easy equities and like do it yourself? You know, he said maybe if you had like a bit more capital and you really like didn't want to be sitting on it, then you could come in. And it was maybe 3 months later, I went there and I said, look, this is how much I've made. I don't want to be sitting on this money. Can you help me? And he actually seemed to be flabbergasted. He said he does not know any other way to produce capital so quickly. And this is coming from an investment manager, someone who manages uh, millionaires' money. And he was flabbergasted what I was able to do in the forex market. And I mean, I'm just saying, I'm nothing special. There's people doing uh, way better. There's people who have been doing it way longer, making way more. But it's just a testament for what trading can do, the possibilities. So I think it's safe to say that we've formed a bit of a support here. At this point, just waiting for a break and close above this resistance here. Maybe just, we are probably gonna wait for the hourly to close, and that will be London open. So we will wait for possibly a wick to form on the new hourly to hopefully drive on up. If that doesn't occur, or if I'm not happy with the setup, then no trades, no trades to be taken. I'm actually feeling like it's gonna be a no trade day. Yeah, on GJ, that analysis that we would drive up to this resistance looks like it's gonna play out. But yeah, this this press conference is now, so leave it alone. I've been up since 4, couldn't sleep, so I don't know, pretty tired. I'm so excited. Future's releasing his album tomorrow. I think that's what's getting me through the week. I want to play music on the stream, but I played music the other day and got a copyright claim, so fuck. It's a cock one. I see other guys in their streams play like elevator music. Yeah, no, I'm not in a rush to put on elevator music. Looking pretty good here. check GJ. That's pushing like crazy. You know, if things slow down on GJ, maybe like New York session, a closure above this level here, you could have a drive up to 164,280. That's a nice little clean range there. Got a lot of bullish momentum. Playing on bad numbers for the yen here and here. I mean, just look at the daily. We had this strong move up. We didn't really come back in to test this level, which I was anticipating, but you know, maybe that doesn't happen. We have had a strong support formed here at 159,900, and yeah, that looks like the level. So we've got a high all the way up here, and yeah, just looking at this, we could be on our way to retest that high. You're probably gonna see some sort of pullback before further move up. Maybe as volume dies down, end of London session, we kind of just consolidate in this range. New York break above here to push on up. That'll be a nice setup for later in the day. Fifteen minutes about to close, pretty strong. Just waiting for a break above that level. So we look like we're on track to possibly close above here 9 o'clock, and then we'll just wait and see how we can enter this trade. That looks a bit better. So we can have our first targets up here at 1884 600 for about 61 pips, and then we'll leave a runner. We'll see what it can do uh, with our final target up there. But yeah, we'll see how the trade goes. Looking to probably close about half as we tap into some of these levels here. At about 28 pips. So we can mark that up as a area to take some partials off and then close another half here. So that'll be just 25% of the original position running to our second target. Yeah, at that point I'd probably move my stop loss to break even as well. And then so yeah, just giving you an idea how bars could be managed if we do take bars above this level. Depending on where we enter, we do have about a 20, let's say 25 pip range here to a minor resistance where we can begin to manage our positions. Like I say, probably going to close about half the stop loss at break even, and if we tap into this level over here, we can close another half, leaving 25% of the original position to run to our final target. So yeah, like I said, looked like we are on track to close above this level come 9 a.m. and right now we are above that level. Got about 10 minutes to the candle closure here, so we just got to be patient, because what we will anticipate on the next candle is considering it's London open, we could have some major volume and just kick straight up. Otherwise I'll be waiting for a bit of a wick to form. If we get a steep enough wick, what I'll do is I will enter as the new hourly candle flips bullish, which will get us a bit of a better entry. So we are not in this yet, we're just waiting. Yeah, GJ is about to tap into that resistance. So yeah, the idea behind bars here is it's a little bit risky. This will be a counter trend trade because we are um, in a downtrend. We're pushing down. The market's moving down, so it's risky to trade against the trend. But we've tapped into this major level over here. Okay, showing signs of pretty strong rejection off of this level. We've already retraced about 60 pips. And yeah, tapping into that level, I'm really anticipating some sort of pullback at some point. I mean, if you look at the daily candle today, we've just driven straight down. Even our 4 hour, we, we just pushed straight down. You can see we've just flipped bullish on the 4 hour. I think your real best bet would probably be to wait for a 4 hour close and catch bars in the next 4 hour. But I won't be around that long, so let's just see what we can do for now. I mean, even if we catch 20 pips here, yeah, we're looking pretty good to drive up. Upping a little bit quicker than I would have liked, but if we can just hover around this area, get our hourly candle close at that level, that'll be great. I see I was muted. I don't know how long I've been muted. But I was just saying that our level we had in here to take off partials is not really looking like a level we'll be able to take partials off if we're closing like this. But I'll still be happy to take buys come London. I just want to be patient for my entries. Hoping that we get a nice wick down before pushing up. So if we get the wick down that we want, we could enter on the current candle flip as it flips back bullish. Otherwise we'll be entering on the break of the previous candle highs. Retrace, you suck. Justice. GJ. Oh my word. Check out this hourly candle. Nearly 100 pips. You know, I don't mind missing a move like that because you know, if this press conference had affected price in the opposite direction and we were taking buys here, you know, our stops would have just been smacked. And, you know, I don't know what's going on at that press conference, so rather just play it safe. Okay, there we go. New hourly candle is open. Looking like we just about broke the high there, so just gonna wait it out here. Like I say, waiting for a bit of a steeper wick to be formed, and then try get some entries here. Okay, so this is good. This is exactly what we want. Um, yeah, looking very good. So like I had mentioned, we're waiting for that wick to form, so the fact that it's pushing down immediately is giving us some confidence that we are forming that wick before we drive up quite nicely. And at this point, I'm probably going to put bar stops above the current candle high gonna have a target up here. Okay, so we are in here. I didn't even manage to set my bar stop in time, so I got an entry about here. Stop loss is about 4 pips below the wick. Stop loss is about there. So tapping into this level will give us about 10 pips, and we can decide what we'll do from there. May have been better to wait for a closure above here, but we've got some pretty strong bullish momentum here. Closed above this resistance here, and it's London open now, so it's going to be a pretty difficult trade to manage. There's really no way we can manage and close partials here in a loss. So I'm gonna probably just take a full stop loss here if we do push down 25 pips. Yeah, at this point we're just trusting the current candle low. As we created that low, we came back and rebroke the high. So we formed a high just before pushing down, and we came back to re-break that high. So if it's gonna drive on up, it's gonna drive on up. If not, then it is what it is. It is what it is. I wasn't too comfortable with this trade, considering that we had quite a strong push, and now we are kind of like tapping into some of these resistance zones. I would have liked to be in somewhere down here, but we didn't get that entry. We were waiting for a closure just above this range to get entries, and that didn't happen. But we did close bullish on an hourly. We have closed above some of these resistances here, which is giving us a bit more confirmation to drive on up. And as you can see right now, we are sitting in a little bit of profit. So just executing on the same thing as we always do. Same setups, same ideas, always same thing. So we're gonna try tap into this level here, and then we will probably be moving our stop loss to break even. Like I say, not too comfortable sitting under this possible rejection zone, but let's at least tap into it and then manage our position. So looking really good right now to drive on up just a little bit more. So yeah, now that we've rebroken the highs, you can see the candle just driving up very nicely. So yeah, I got my finger on the trigger here to close half. Just being patient, waiting to tap into this level here at um, about 84,500. Okay, so yeah, that's not looking too promising. I had a feeling I should have closed out some of that. 15 minute is about to close. Currently sitting at about break even. 'm gonna be honest, I'm not happy with this. Okay. It's about to close out half, but let's see if we can tap into that 1884,500. Okay, I'm closing half here at about 10 pips, putting stop loss at break even, and then that's gonna be a very small win. Yeah, nothing crazy, but 10 pips nonetheless. You can make a lot of money catching 10 pips every day. So yeah, our stops at break even. I'm not too comfortable with this trade. Almost closed out at break even now. But we got that slight push up for 10 pips. So yeah, secured profit there at 10 pips and letting the runner run. Whatever happens, happens. Yeah, wasn't very um, wasn't a very promising day to start out, to say the least. This very well could continue to run up, but you know, with my strategy and with the way I trade, I always say I'm very big on securing profit and keeping losses small. So, you know, we trade in a time of volume. There we go, break even hit. So, secured 10 pips here, and that's it. But, yeah, with with the way I trade, we're trading in a time of volume where we do get these kind of pushes. And, you know, when you get the right entry, you know, 9 times out of 10, price is just gonna move. And you know, that's why we closing out positions very quickly, because the other thing is gold does tend to retrace. You get new candles opening and you get these crazy wicks forming, price coming back up. So gold can be very forgiving, but at the same time, you need to be managing risk very meticulously. And you know, if we hadn't closed out 10 pips there, right now we would have been in about 10 pips of drawdown. And you know, I'm not too keen to sit in drawdown. So you know, we turn what could have been a losing day into a winning day simply by managing risk, not being greedy, regardless of the profit you would have gained from that 10 pips. 10 pips is 10 pips, and if you had the balls to hold on to this, you may just have a pretty good trade here. But yeah, with that new 15 candle open, I'm not really willing to chance it. Tapping into that resistance, showing signs of rejection. We could very well drive up here. It's looking pretty good. But you know, the thing is, we'll be back tomorrow and we'll do the same thing. So, yeah, can't complain. It's been a very good week so far. We've been killing the sales all week long. Actually, I think, I don't know if I broke down this sell, but I had a nice sell yesterday, which I would like to maybe break down in a separate video. It was, yeah, pre like New York Stock Exchange open, we began to have this push down. So caught this move all the way down to fill the wick, took profits here at about 1888. So yeah, that was about it was about 80 pips that we caught yesterday evening. And check it out go. Check it out go. So what is that? I think that's 5-0 in the live streams. 2 wins Monday, and then 1 win Tuesday, 1 win Wednesday. Yeah, 2 wins Monday, 1 win Tuesday, 1 win Wednesday, 1 win today, and it's gonna be 5-0. 5-0. Yeah, tapping into that level, you could have closed up partials as well. I think I'm gonna call it a day here. So yeah, I've had my trade. I'm not looking to get into anything else here. Not bad. GJ is actually looking really good here. So this is what I was hoping for on gold. So when I said we waited for an hourly candle to form a bottom wick, and if we got a steep enough wick, what we could do is enter as the candle flips. So instead of now entering as we break the high, what we would do is we would set our bar stop above the candle's body. So once it flips bullish, we would be triggered into this trade, and that looks really nice there on GJ. But we have some pound news coming up at 11, and I'm not too sure about this press conference. I don't know if that's still going on. So I'm not gonna risk it here. But that looks like a really good setup. We've also already had a massive push up, so it's tricky here on GJ, but trading with the trend, trading our setups, that is definitely one of them, and this could have been a trade that we took. But as you can see here, I've concluded that there's just a bit too much fundamentals at play this morning to be messing around on GJ. About to have a half an hour closure above this level, so possibly another opportunity to get involved here. But you've got some levels to the left here to be careful of, and honestly, I'm not really willing to chance it at this point. Gold opinion. Nah, I'm not in. I've closed out 10 pips as we tapped into this resistance here, and then yeah, about the top of this 15-minute candle, and put my stops at break even. I wasn't too happy with the setup, but as you can see, this new 15 candle pushed up. Was just a little bit worried about rejecting this zone because checking out on a half an hour, we've got this level here. We could have been retesting to push on down, so I decided to close out half at 10 pips, stop loss at break even, and that is that. So yeah, I'm fine with that. And now just waiting to see how this half an hour candle closes, because we still have some nice clean range going up here, but I don't know, I might give it a skip. Yeah, you know what? Our daily candle has just flipped bearish. I mean bullish. Yeah, I guess for the day I'm pretty bullish on gold. You just gotta be cautious. Make sure you are securing profit when you tap into some of these levels, because at the end of the day, you know, could just push on down here. Although our 4 hour has just broken the high of the previous 4 hours, so that's a real nice confirmation to push on up. Half an hour is just closed, so let's see what happens here. I'm gonna take this away now. If we do get a nice wick down here, we can look at getting entries above the high here. Okay, so you see, we wouldn't want to have entered as we broke the high here, because we don't really have much of a bottom wick. So just from looking at candles, how they form, it's there's like an 80% chance you come down, you form a bottom wick before driving up. And as we broke the high in the first basically few seconds of the half an hour candle, that wasn't really a good confirmation. We we want a bit more of a pullback on this new half an hour before looking at possibly entering here. But I think as we re-break the highs of this current candle, that could be a potential entry there. So the thing is as well, if we had entered as we broke the previous candle high, where would our stop loss be? You know that this candle is most probably going to form a bottom wick, so why enter on the break of this candle high when you know that you're probably going to sit in drawdown? And then what do? You set like a safe stop loss, and then next thing you know, we've actually had a reversal, and you just end up taking a huge stop loss. So better to just wait it out and yeah, see what price is telling you. So yeah, no, not in this trade. So yeah, at this point, um, I'd be happy to set a buy stop at that level there. Okay, so yeah, bar stops above the candle high. So about a 25 pip stop for a 40 pip target. If we don't get triggered in, then that's fine. Okay, so at this point, we've got a bit of a steeper wick. And if we are to come back and drive up, although you see this hourly now is kind of rejecting this zone. So that's something you just got to take into account. But I'm considering putting bar stops now on the flip of this current candle. So there's GJ. I gave that as a possibility, but like I said, for me, I'm not taking any trades here on GJ today. But I mean, that looks pretty good. Pretty flipping good. So this is what we spoke about, the steeper wick. When you've got a bit of a longer wick like this, you can put your buy stops in at the flip of the candle. And since we broke the high, we are very good to drive up. Got very clean range to the left here. You would have been in about 20 pips of profit around about now. Yeah, um, gold is not looking too promising right now. We could even have a fake out for sells back down to support. Yeah, that's moving nicely there. Let's check out gold. 15-minute candle is closed. Yeah, on a 15-minute, this is what you'd call a fake out. So we broke and closed above this level over here, but we are closing back into this range now. I suppose if you're looking at a 15-minute, it's not really a fake out because we've got this level over here. So if you want to look at it like that, we are still above this level and in this range. But judging off of a 30-minute, this is our level. So I've still got my bar stops in, and just gonna wait. Elon Musk. Next, I'm buying Coca-Cola to put the cocaine back in. Oh my word. Are you on your Nico? Imagine. Yeah, a bit trickier on gold, honestly. At this point, you've actually got like two contradicting setups. So, just going off the fact that we are rejecting the support, still anticipating a correction of some of this move down. Um, and like I say, going off of 15 minutes, we've actually got this level over here, and we are we are still above that level. So, gonna keep my bar stops in, but it's certainly tricky. I think if we were to um, flip bullish on this candle or break the highs, we definitely could fill this range over here. But at the same time, looking left, you've got clean range to the downside, and it looks like we are slowly closing back into this range. So it's really tricky. It's difficult when the trend is down and you're trying to take bars. But yeah, just working with what we have here. Like I say, tapping into some of these levels. We've had massive rejections. We are anticipating a correction. I don't mind taking bars. GJ, yo, yeah, beautiful trade here on GJ. Almost sad I didn't get involved, but I think you gotta sometimes just sit out of certain trades where you may um, not have the highest probability. Technically speaking, I mean, the setup is great, perfect, in fact, flawless. But yeah, there's just a little bit too much going on to be comfortable in GJ right now. Yeah, this 15-minute candle is breaking the low, so it looks like we're probably going to push down here on gold. And at this point, I'm going to delete the bar stop, wait for a half an hour candle close here, see what happens on the next hourly. Yeah, I guess it's one of those situations where maybe you don't delete the bar stop just yet, but we're coming to a hourly candle close here, so let's just wait. We'll wait for that hourly candle close, and yeah, see from there. Because the issue is now hourly is below this level here, so that's not very nice. I mean, if this half an hour could have flipped earlier on in in the candle, it would have been good to drive up, but we've got about 5 minutes left here, so it's a tricky one. Yeah, we'll just put that somewhere. So if you join the stream late, just know you missed out on some free pips. So yeah, we've created a support here on the 15-minute, tying up with this level here. So I've moved my support down from where I had it on a half an hour, and we'll work with that for now because um, now we can actually say that okay, a break below this level we've got clean range for sells, and a break above this level we've got clean range for buyers. So this right here will be a no trade range. Cool. And I hate these numbers on the side. I just round it up or round it down, so it makes life a bit easier. And then possibly sales below here. Let me just put this note here in the no trade range so everyone can see. GJ, budget, TP here. Okay, so I'm pretty happy to play some bar stops here. You know, I'm just gonna leave that little level there. Because I just want to see if we are closing above that level on an hourly. I'll be a little bit more confident. Although at the same time we have this level here. Tricky. Probably want to wait for a break and close above this level. I think that'll be the best. Let's see if we can get a break above that high. Um, yeah, I'm gonna set bar stops above that level there. Oh shit. So yeah, bar stops above the previous candle high at about 1887.1. Stops below the current candle. So yeah, it looks pretty good. We've had a break and like a retest of the support level here. If we break the high, we should be good to drive on up. If you're really great at something, anything, the money will come. So money is never the goal. The goal is competence, skill, greatness in that order. Lovely. Flipping bearish here on this hourly candle. So yeah, we are not in any trade here at the moment. Once we break the low of the previous half an hour candle, then we can remove these bar stops. And we may push down, but once that happens, I'm probably going to call it a day. Probably gonna delete these buy stops either way. So yeah, we're breaking the low of the previous half an hour now. If you get a 15-minute candle close below this level here, you've got a pretty clean range for sells here. 40 pips. So yeah, it's not that we are flip-flopping and changing our bias. It's just that we've planned for buys above this level and for sells above this level. The buys never came to fruition. So no entries there. Yeah. Last hour on the 4 hour here, so we are probably gonna start setting up for the next 4 hour to drive up. So yeah, we may actually just see some consolidation here before the next 4 hour candle opens. Like I say, last hour of the 4 hour here, and my bias is for the most part still bullish. Closing anything like this on a 4 hour, rejecting the support level. We should in theory on the next 4 hour probably fill this range. So we may not have that sell all the way down. Yeah, I'm not really happy to act on anything right now. So I'm gonna call it a day. Volume's probably gonna die down around 11, 12. Pick up later for New York. That's generally what happens at least. So we may see some consolidation now after this pre-London and London move up. So yeah, that's the day, guys. I'm not gonna bother with sales here. We caught 10 pips on gold bars. That was around about. I think we bought here on this candle. Yeah. Yeah, we bought as this candle created a wick and broke the highs. So that was our one trade for the day. At that point, our resistance was still up here. And we were tapping into that resistance at about 10 pips. I was a little bit worried of rejection, so I closed 10 pips and I put stops at break even. I wasn't too comfortable with that trade, but you could have, if you had left it open, you would have grabbed another 20 pips maybe, closing out a bit more at this resistance here. But for me, I was pretty happy with 10 pips. Like I say, wasn't too comfortable with the trade, but it's a winning day nevertheless. Avoiding losses, securing profit. That's the name of the game. Managing risk. Okay, I'm signing out. Cheers, guys. Have a good day. Dupeheads, how's it going, mate? Made any trades today? Hey, what's up? Yeah, I took gold bars. Just explained it now. Just a very small move. Yeah, for now, I'm calling it a day. Last hour of the 4 hour candle. We do have a setup for a sell here, but I'm not too comfortable with it, and yeah, just gonna call it a day. Cool. Cheers.